Challengers approaching!
So, why are we on a plane to Greece again?
Oh, you'll see.
Thank you for choosing Japs Airlines. We will be arriving in Athens in 6 hours.
Gee, it sure is boring around here.
I know something that could pass the time. Top 5 pilots, anyone?
Yeah, that'll help the time fly by.
Well, it's gotta be better than solving crosswords and eating tasteless Kit Kats.
Whoa, what's going on?
Attention all passengers, this is your chaptain speaking. Hello everybody! It's an honor to be here, it really is. My name is Digitized Salmons. No, it's not a Digimon pun, so don't get too excited. I'm gonna go out on a limb and assume that most of you probably already know who I am. If you don't worry, you'll love me by the end of this anyway. I do videos, albeit sometimes. Don't worry, I'm working on getting rid of my procrastination. Though, now that I'm here with the chats, as well as a hired editor for the Fiery Joker, yes, that Fiery Joker, that's gonna be a bit hard, but at least I'm off actually doing something and not being dead, right? Whatever, enjoy the show.
Now we're stuck with a top 6.
Bit awkward.
Wait, where did Sai go? Let's get this countdown off the ground with everyone's favorite flying fox.
Come on!
No, not that one. This one. Miles Prower, my favorite Sonic character. Partially because his name is a pun! Better known by his nickname, Tails, he's been Sonic's trusty sidekick for over 20 years. His best known attribute is his ability to fly using his twin tails, but he can only support himself in flight for a short amount of time. Thankfully, Tails is also quite a skilled pilot. He's been flying planes ever since his first appearance in Sonic the Hedgehog 2. He pilots the Tornado, a red biplane owned by Sonic himself. Despite being the fastest thing alive, Sonic still uses Tails' piloting skills for transportation. It makes sense. I mean, there's an awful lot of water in the world, and Sonic and water don't get along. In addition to being a pilot, Tails is also a master mechanic. He's used his mechanical genius to build his own upgrades to the Tornado. For instance, the Tornado 2 can change its shape to increase its speed, and rip off the X-Wing from Star Wars. Tails has also successfully used the Tornado in aerial combat, using some foxy maneuvers to combat Eggman's fleet, all while Sonic is riding on the top of the plane! He even uses a plane to race in Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing. Tails is certainly a capable pilot, but there's one small problem that keeps him from being placed any higher on this list. He tends to crash his plane. A lot. Seriously, in almost every game he either loses control or just gets shot down. But he's still much more competent than Slippy.
Hey, what's the big idea?
So, pilots. People that fly around in planes, in games. That's a new topic for chaps? Pilots are not really my thing. I don't think I can think of a decent segment here, so I'm just gonna leave it to you guys. No hard feelings? Good, well, have fun.
Figures.
What was that, Mr. Viewer?
Oh, nothing.
Oh, don't play that bullshit with me. You think it's predictable for me not to do a segment on pilots, don't you?
I didn't say that.
Go on, say it! It's because you think women can't drive, right?
What? No! I just didn't think you'd be interested in that kind of...
I knew it! Right, that does it! I am going to cover a pilot. A female pilot. The kind of woman that stands as her own character, that isn't established by her gender, and is a skilled pilot with loads of experience. But who is this mysterious pilot?
Crystal?
Fuck that! Subaru from Sakura Wars, So Long My Love. The only Sakura Wars game to ever get localized. A tactical RPG following the adventures of the New York Combat Review. A secret force bent on destroying evil creatures with their awesome fighting flying machines. It's thrilling, it's funny, and most of all, it's full of women that can drive. Not just women, badass women. We have lawyers, cowgirls, knife throwers, and even child bounty hunters. But I chose to cover Subaru because she is one of the longest running members of the Force, and she's also one of the most experienced. She's able to hit and attack more than one enemy at a time, all while keeping her cool and calm attitude. She also likes to have an androgynous appearance and lifestyle to make it hard to tell if she's a boy or a girl. Though it's pretty obvious that she's a girl. But that doesn't matter, because she shows to be wise, quick to think on her feet, and pilots her Gundam-like robots in style. So take that, Mr. Viewer!
Isn't that game also a dating sim? A dating sim. A game specifically targeted towards men, which has the main objective of talking to as many women as possible and eventually seducing them. You chose a woman from a dating sim in order to shove feminism down everyone's throat.
Is it a bird? Is it a plane? Actually, it's both. Yeah, alright, I'll make it clear right off the mark that Helirin is not the mightiest plane on this list. It's slow, it's got no weapons, only has one seat, and it's very, very unwieldy. But when our little bluebird friend Korin wakes up one morning to notice that his entire family has gone missing, he must hop in his slowly rotating helicopter to go find them. Because birds need a helicopter to fly, am I right? Am I right? On his journey through the skies, Korin has to pilot his craft through some tight turns and gaps, and as you can imagine, when your entire vehicle is spinning in circles while going forward, it puts parallel parking to shame. So while Helirin is not the best aircraft on the list, Korin is one of the mightiest pilots ever for being able to control it. He manages to find all his family members and even makes it into Super Smash Bros. Brawl as an assist trophy. I mean, he's kinda useless there, but I love him, leave him alone! Right, that was fun. Anyway, I need to go to the shop.
Going down.
So, League of Legends. You know, that game that gets constant attention for being the poster game of the esports community or the Smelly Basement Dweller starter pack? While I don't enjoy playing it as much as I used to though, the one thing I cannot deny is that the ever-growing cast of characters are a fruitful bunch. And lo and behold, we have a pilot character, Corki, the daring bombardier. Even before joining the League, Corki loved the thrill of soaring in the skies of Helirin, as well as performing acrobatics for the citizens with his fellow members of the Bandle City Expeditionary Force. Constructed by his fellow colleague Heimerdinger, Corki pilots the Reconnaissance Operation Frontline Copter, or the... God damn it, why would you? Which was suitably intended for fast-paced soaring in the air, but after several modifications and by cutting the engines and clipping the wings, the... fucking Rafflecopter transformed from a stunt plane into a fighter aircraft, because as much as Corki loves the fast flight, he loves the smell of gunpowder even more, which, alongside the inspiration from Heimerdinger, gave him motivation to join the League of Legends to live out the thrill of combat. And he sure came well prepared for this role. Corki's Rafflecopter is loaded with bombs that give Corki a little extra vision, bombs that leave patches of flames on the ground for a short period of time, a Gatling gun, and a near infinite supply of missiles. What also adds to Corki's character is how he always talks in aviator slang language. Seriously, some of the stuff he says is pretty vulgar. For example,
Delta Sierra at 12 o'clock.
Translation, there's this dumb shit right in front of me. So while Corki isn't really as skilled of air soaring as, well, anyone else on this list, let's consider one other thing. This guy can go toe-to-toe with some of the most ruthless, insane, destructive, cold, and merciless forces in all of League of Legends. He can be seen fearing against cops with sniper rifles, soul-stealing entities, or anyone or anything in between. And if you play your cards right, you can be skilled enough to beat any Katarina. Oh, who am I kidding? Katarina can get a triple kill even if her summoner has arthritis, so have fun with that. Also, one of Corki's skins replaces his Rafflecopter with a manatee. Now that's awesome in its own right, but Corki can pilot an animal, but Graves can't have a cigar. What's the deal with that?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Team Star Fox.
Go.
So, the best pilot from Team Star Fox. That's gotta be Falco, right?
Excuse me, but did Falco single-handedly fly into Andross's lair, kill him, and escape alive?
Well, I think we kinda have to go with Fox then.
Fox McCloud is the reliable captain of his not at all narcissistically named team, and he'll get any of his team members out of a scrape.
Mostly Slippy, mind you.
Hey, what's the big idea? Fox!
My main question, why is he called Fox? He's in the business to avenge his father, James, and he's got a proper name.
That's like if two human parents named their kid Human.
Yeah, well, never mind that. Throughout the games, Fox has saved the Lilat system from many different threats, including a mad scientist, Borg-like aliens, and fish. Fox engages in combat by flying his R-Wing, driving the Landmaster, or even going underwater in the Blue Marine. This makes Fox a talented pilot, driver, and helmsman.
I get the feeling you really like Fox Trail.
I'll give him one thing, Fox is dedicated to the job. He even traded his real legs for metal ones just so he could survive more G-force on the way to his final destination, where it will be Fox only, with no items.
Yeah, given how many times he saved the Lilat system, taking down enemies in his plane, and just showing off his great piloting skills, he's gotta be the best pilot in gaming.
What will he get up to in Star Fox Zero? Only time will tell.
I need that game now!
Oh, for God's sakes!
Hey everyone! You just watched a video by our friendly neighborhood chaps. Don't you just love us? Of course you do. That's why you're gonna click on our latest video, Top 10 Scariest Flowers, where your floral nightmares become a reality. If you want a bit more of our latest chap, Digitai, then tie away with him to his E3 reaction. But if you're just craving a little more of that lovable toaster, then you can check out his Let's Play of Sonic Lost World, which is a very good game, might I add. But if you're just desperate for more of Renkudio, which is me, then you could, actually I don't really have many videos on my channel. Oh well, here's an AMV I'm ending tonight. See ya!
Hey, what's